Today I'm be showing you the best dark build for the Hunter for Ultimate 3 difficulty, and basically for any difficulty. This build does not need to be tweaked for any difficulty. I'll also post a link in the description for the light Morningstar build. We're going to start by taking 2 copies of Last Sight. This is a very good card in itself. On KO, gain concealed. It has pretty good attack power, and then we're going to add quick onto it. Because we're taking 2 copies of Last Sight and a couple other things I'll get into in a moment, that allows us to take 2 copies of Wild Strike. So Wild Strike gains us 1 vulnerable, but it only lasts that turn. This is an insanely powerful card for a non-heroic. We're going to put quick on it as well. We want to use this when we're not going to be taking damage. So use this early in the match. Make sure you have a Last Sight after it, or you're not being targeted by multiple enemies or anything that's going to hit you hard in that turn. And you can take 2 copies of Wild Strike. With this build, I use Wild Strike all the time for insane damage. We're going to get into how to boost this card up to really high damage. Next, we're going to be taking Wrath. Wrath allows us to keep these cards at always being critical, as well as redraw our Wild Strike. So 9 out of 10 times we're using Wrath to recall another Wild Strike and have it be critical. And on top of that, we're going to use the Obsidian Collar. So every 2 cards that we play that are dark, and every card is dark, we get a collar that allows us to deal double damage. So we're going to have so many double damage Wild Strikes that just annihilate basically almost any enemy besides the bosses. On top of that, we're going to take Annihilation. Now, you have 2 choices for this. You either have moderately increase the area of effect, and you'll have an insanely wide radius, the second largest only to the Hulk's World Breaker move. So you basically have the largest radius that you can get for a move with this move. Or you could do the increased damage. And you can actually get 100% increased damage on this. And you can have a very powerful move that you can use at low heroism. So Annihilation is okay with the increased area of effect at low heroism, like 3, 4. You'll do pretty decent damage to basically everybody. Or you could basically kill any type of enemy in a very small radius. You're just going to have to make that decision. Both are excellent choices. Then we're going to be taking All Out. We want to use All Out as our last card, and keep in mind Wrath is a hero card, so use Wrath before using All Out. We discard all cards, all of the Hunter cards. So we don't discard all our cards, we just discard all our Hunter cards. And then we draw 2 more cards. And because our entire deck is either quick or free and drawing an additional card, once in a blue moon, you'll draw 2 hero cards. But 9 out of 10 times, you're drawing another card that you can kill another enemy. Sometimes you draw another All Out. Once in a while, you'll draw 2 All Outs. Then if you have a redraw on hand, just re-roll one of those cards. But for 1 heroism with a deck that costs no heroism besides your ultimate exhaust, this deck is insanely powerful at clearing the board. You just go from every enemy that you can kill at the highest health, and because the entire deck is quick and redrawing cards, you can do so much damage in basically every turn. Turn 1, if you have like a hard mission on Ultimate 3 in the 40s, you're not going to be able to clear it right away. But once you get going, this can just wipe the board. In my opinion, this is the most powerful build you could do out of any character in the game. Just to show you, we are going to also run the Master of the Hunt legendary passive. So we use dark cards and we're getting double damage. And that is definitely the best hunter build. I have a pretty good second build for the hunter that is a light Morningstar build, and I'll post that in the description if you want to check that out as well. If you like the video, leave a like, comment, share. It helps others find the video. I hope this helped.